Hello, hello, good afternoon. This is Reginald Andre with the Miami Business Leaders and Arc Solvers. And today we have a special guest on today. We have Irvon Plummer from Shop with the Boss program. And we're doing a special recording today because we know that this is the Christmas season. We know how 2020 has been. And we felt that this would, Irvin's Shop with the Boss program would be a great way for your company, if your company is looking for a way to give back to the community, to have a way for your employees to engage with the community, and just to put good vibes out there. So we wanted to invite Irvon Plummer with Shop on the Boss. So good afternoon, Irvon. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. Thank you so much for coming on today. So for the audience members that are listening today that don't know who you are, I guess let's start with that. Talk about who you are and what is Shopping the Boss and how did it come about?
Okay, well, my name is Irvon Plummer, and I am the proud founder and CEO of Plummer Enterprises. Plummer Enterprises is a multifaceted marketing and branding company where we specialize in events and brands. Shop with the Boss is a passion of mine that came just honestly as an idea after seeing how different cities around the country do their own version of it, but it's called like Shop with a Cop. And I thought, a lot of these cities, they don't really know their organization leaders in their specific counties or cities. So that's where the idea of Shop with the Boss came about. Whether you're a CEO, entrepreneur, or starting off with a company, or even if you have the idea of starting with a company, that's what Shop with the Boss is. Shop with the Boss gives um, underprivileged children the chance to go on a $100 shopping spree, sponsored by the bosses that come in and sponsor each child. We've had bosses from all walks of life, teachers, CEOs, medical companies, ARC solvers. We've had them. I think this will be either the first or second. This will be the third year, right?
Third year, yep, yep.
Yep, this will be the third year that ARC solvers will be one of our amazing sponsors. And just through Shop with the Boss, it creates a community of professionals that have the opportunity, even if it's for that small portion of time, to just pour into the different students. Our first year, we started off with maybe about 25 kids. Last year, we hit between 55 and 60. This year, we are on our way to about 100 students. And right now, we're standing at 80. So we're trying to get that pushed to 100. And also this year, we launched our Shop with the Boss Tallahassee
Oh, wow.
location. So we'll probably talk more about that later.
Yeah. So okay. So again, this is Reginald Andre and Irvon Plummer. I see a lot of people are now starting to come on. We are talking with Irvon about his program that is called Shop with a Boss. So Irvon, how many years has this been that you've been doing it?
This will be our third year.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, your third year. Okay,
Yes.
so just walk someone through this process as far as who first of all, who are these kids that are coming in, and then walk them through the process of how that works.
Okay, so basically, we take recommendations from schools, religious organizations, community leaders. They send us names and different things. We send them the link to register. They send it to the different parents, and then they apply. Of course, there is a selection process, and that's chosen through the board that we have established. And with that, we that's how we decide which students get to participate. I would say 99.9% of our anyone who has registered has been able to participate.
Wow, wow. Okay, so and right now you said so you are still looking for for kids or students that are in need this holiday season.
Yes, we are still looking for students, and we are still looking for sponsors. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so Arc Solvers has, like you said, we've participated all 3 years, and we loved the program, and we felt that it was a great way for our staff to come together and to give back to the community. So walk us through that process. So like where do you typically these have this?
Well, for this is the third year we'll be partnered with the Target store in Hollywood, right off of Hollywood Boulevard. So basically, the kids come in with their parents. They come in, we meet in a certain area. I have a little talk with everyone. We discuss the importance of giving back, and the real reason why we're here. I encourage every child that's participating not to only think about themselves, but to think about a loved one, and to possibly pick up a gift for someone else. And then we go shopping. I know, of course, this year will be a little different due to the current pandemic that we're in with COVID-19. But we have come to agreement with Target that we have certain guidelines in place. We are following all CDC recommendations, mandatory mask, mandatory social distancing, and what the way social distancing will look like is either the sponsor or the child will be pushing the cart, and the other one will be in front of the cart. So and then everybody else would maintain the 6 feet separation, and then we are doing mandatory temperature checks. So before
Okay.
the students even enter into the store, we are meeting outside, um, and that's how we're doing it this year.
Awesome, awesome. And I can remember one of the things, I believe it was the second year, where there was a kid. And so for those of you, again, that's just joining in, it's essentially you're sponsoring a kid, you're giving them $100. And from there, they have to then walk around the store and choose what gifts that they want to get. And I could remember the kid like just going, of course, to like, oh, Xbox. And then he realizes that the Xbox is $499 and he only has $100. So he's like, all right, well, I have a PlayStation 3, so let me go get a game. And then the game was $69.99. And I told him, hey, by the way, there's something called Uncle Sam, and he's gonna want 7%. So
Right,
I helped him actually calculate it, and I think it was like 78 and some change. And then he realized he would only have about $22 left. And that itself was a life lesson for him. And then he decided, you know what? All right, I can't get the game, I can't get the Xbox. And then he went to the like the GI Joe sections and stuff like that. So it was a wonderful opportunity as well to show these students, although you have $100, and at the beginning they think, oh my gosh, I can buy the entire store. But then they realize that it is something called a budget, and you have to work within your budget. And
right,
yeah, so I love how we're also able to incorporate that with them, even if it is that short time. You're able to incorporate that with them. So another thing that I also liked was that I believe that was the first year, the student, all he did was buy for himself. He had little brothers at home that didn't participate that day. Obviously, he had his parents at home. And I was like, I forgot his name, but his name was Joe. Hey Joe, what about don't you have brothers and sisters? And don't you think that they would want something? And then he kind of like, yeah. And then he put some stuff back. And then he got his mom some perfume, and his brothers little games, and things like that. So it was also a great experience.
right. Yeah, I love moments like that because I had a few kids when I did it. The young lady, she knew that she wanted to buy someone else something, so she right away she created a little budget, and she budgeted out her money. She spent, I think, maybe about like $60 on herself, and then
Mhm.
she immediately went to the section, for adults. Like I think she bought her mom a nice shirt and maybe like some perfume or something. So it's moments like that that's like, man, like these kids, they may be going through whatever they're going through, but they still have time to think about someone else.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, what other success stories have you had from the program?
Well, I've had mentor opportunities come out of the program. One of the sponsors has started mentoring one of the young men. Um, I've had just a slew of stories of how some parents were homeless, and this gave them hope, for the
Wow.
future, because they had already told their kids, like, mom and dad, we won't be able to afford, Christmas this year, and with this program, it allowed them to experience the gift of giving on another level, and they were really appreciative.
Yeah, and that is something that kind of hits home because I could remember when I was a kid, and my mom would tell me, not this year, or it's a
Right.
recyclable gift or something like that. And obviously, the holidays, there's way more to it. But as a kid, that's all you think is gifts. And when you're in a situation, or your parents are in a situation, or that they just can't afford it, that smile that that kid gets. So it's definitely, it's definitely something that I would recommend. And we actually, I'm actually making this part of
Yes.
our yearly thing. So I'm sure that we have a lot of businesses that are watching right now. And Irvin, you said how many slots are do you have open left for businesses?
Well, we have a limited amount of spots open, but our goal is the 100 mark. We have about 20 more spots to
Oh,
get to there, but we're
all
open
right.
for going over 100.
Oh, absolutely right. You go 2 days if you got to, right?
Say it again.
I said if you have to do it 2 days, you'll do it 2 days as much
If I
sponsors
have
as
to
you
do
can
it
get.
2 days, a whole weekend, if we have to break it up, listen, I'll do it because it's an amazing thing. And another success story I would say is I've experienced that one year the parent was, in need and was there with their child. But then the next year, they turned out to come and be a sponsor. So
Oh,
it was like a just coming back around moment where it was like, okay, yeah, this is really impacting people. And what I tell everyone, this event is not about me. It's not about our sponsors. It's about the kids. It's
hmm,
about the families who are in need, who are who are needing that little bit of joy, in these uncertain times.
yeah, absolutely. And I can again give my personal attestment to that. And what I like about this program, a lot of times you'll have these non-for-profits or charities, they'll have like an administration fee, which is okay, it's fine. You have to operate and operate the business. But what I love about your program, Irvin, is that the $100 is the $100. So the kid is
Exactly.
getting the full 100. So to recap how it would work is that day, the day of, you and your employees, your staff, and family, whoever you want to bring in, would meet at this Target in Hollywood, and you would bring in your $100 or a gift card, whatever it is, a credit card, whatever your form of payment. You would then walk with the kid, and as you're walking with them, I assume you can just talk to them, mentor them, and then from there at the register, when it's time to pay, you're the one paying. The mentee, the mentor is swiping the card. So of course, Irvin will give proper documentation and things like that for tax purposes and things like that. But that's something I love about the program because, again, not a knock on all these other charities out there, but a lot of times you'll give, but then it's like a 30-35% administration fee. So
Right.
I love that about your program.
And I've had people tell me, well, Irvin, why don't you charge, do $150 and then you get the $50 for administration fees? And what I tell them is, honestly, there is no administration fees. The way
Mm-hmm.
how the kids register is through my website, which is already paid for years in advance. It's not a hard thing for me to use a free form for them to register. What administrative fees do I have? I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
So with this program, it's not meant for me to make any type of money off of this. It's not. It's meant solely to be a blessing and to be a gift to the people who are in need. So that's just how I see it.
Awesome, awesome. So for any final thoughts, and also if you can let people know how they can, if they're interested. So we have two things that you're looking for today. If you know anybody that is that has a kid, maybe you know someone with a family, and right now things are not just not going well for them. Definitely share this video. It's a public video, and share this. Send it to them and say, hey, look, I know you're struggling right now. Little Bobby may benefit from this because they will actually buy them anything at Target up to $100. So it's a great program. So Irvin still has spots for that. And then also on the employer side, if you would like to do a corporate donation to Irvin and to the Shop with the Boss program, or if you just say, you know what, we got 20 employees, Irvin, we got 20 employees. What's the date? Let's go. I'm going to have 20 employees. We're going to go ahead and invest. And that's going to be our corporate gift and giving back to the community. So how can they reach you for that?
Well, before I give that information, I just want to say thank you for just being consistent. And we've developed a friendship and a relationship outside of Shop with the Boss, me, you, and your wonderful wife, Tanya. But I also want to thank our nonprofit sponsor, which is Square One Networks. They have been here with us these 3 years, pumping out those donation letters and just partnering with us. But the ways that anyone can get in contact with me as it pertains to the application, they can go to my website, www.plumberenterprisesllc.com, and they can hit the Shop with the Boss tab, and they just hit the application. Application will pop up. I get a notification of when an application is submitted. I'll review it with the team, and you 9 times out of 10, you will get a call within um, the next 48 hours letting you know whether or not you have been selected. And like I said, we have been trying to make sure that everyone who applies gets selected. But this year we need those sponsors. So if you do want to be a sponsor, and like Andre said, if you want to send your 20 employees over to us, let us know. You can call me directly at 754-423-3695. And please just know you do not have to be a business owner, a CEO, a corporate executive to participate in this. You can be a regular Joe who just wants to give back. Um, just call me, text me, email me at info at irvonplummer.com. I respond very fast, especially when it comes to this, because like it said before, it's our goal to continuously impact not only the current generation, but the generations to come. So call me again at 754-423-3695. Give me a call. We want you guys to participate.
Awesome. And I'm putting this in the chat. So it's 75, just to make sure I got it, 754-423-3695, correct?
Yep,
Awesome,
that's
awesome.
that's my direct number.
And then one more thing, Irvin, I just want to let you know that Arc Solvers will be committing employees, 7 employees. So that's $700. We're going to be able to pour into the community and pour into these kids. So our team, we look forward to it. Our whole team wanted to come, but some people are going to be traveling that day, so that the whole team is
Thank you
not going to
so
be able to
much.
come. So we just want to say thank you for that. And all right, so in the chat we have how to reach Irvin. This has been another Miami Business Leaders video. For those of you that are maybe watching on the replay, you may be watching on LinkedIn, you may be watching on Facebook, on my personal page. If you are a business owner, community leader, entrepreneur, please go ahead and join the Miami Business Leaders. We're doing things like this all the time. Right now, I shared this on the personal page and on my business page just to get the word out. But we're doing videos like this, entertaining videos, everything about business at the Miami Business Leaders page. So go ahead and join the Facebook group. It's a free group. You're gonna get 3 questions that you're gonna be asked, and you just fill in those 3 questions. You put in your email address because we do make sure that you're legit. And then from there, you're in, and you're gonna get more of these type of exclusive videos. So Irvin, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
and what's the date one more time?
The date of the actual event is
Yes,
December 12th.
and that's a Saturday.
and that's a Saturday. Yep.
From what time to what time? Or what time should they
It'll
be
be
there? I'm
from,
sorry.
if you're going to sponsor, contact me first.
Yeah.
But it starts at 10 and it's usually an hour, hour and a half. But because of the state pandemic that we're in, and because of we're already at 80 kids, I might have to do like a 10 o'clock and a 10:45 type situation, um, which is a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
Great problem
Um,
to have. Yep.
so that's like you just said, that's a good problem to have. So call me, please call me. We want to continuously be a blessing to these children.
Awesome, awesome. And one last question, Irvin. You also have Plummer Enterprises. Can you let the audience know about that part of your business as well?
Well, Plummer Enterprises, we work with entrepreneurs in the community. We host a yearly event. We didn't get to do it this year because of the circumstances with the pandemic. We host an event called the Push Entrepreneur Summit and Awards, which is basically an event for the old entrepreneur, the new entrepreneur, the person who's thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, the successful entrepreneur. It's an event where we all come together and we talk. We talk about what's going on. We give advice. We give instruction. We teach on the importance of what it is to be an entrepreneur in the current times that we're in. And we will be having that event next year, 2021. But outside of that, Plumber Enterprises, we manage brands for different organizations and companies, different artists or whatnot. We provide marketing materials. So if you're in need of any of those services, you can definitely give us a call.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, thank you again so much. This has been a Miami Business Leaders Group and sponsored with ARC Solvers. And thank you, Irvin. And I'll be seeing you in a couple of Saturdays.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Bye.